I love my life. 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 No, no.
Hey guys, it's Traveling R and Kimmy here, and in this video we are going to do a Payday Friday. A few things happened today that I'm going to tell you about. So when I woke up this morning and I looked at my pay stub, and I need to stop doing this because I be checking, because I know I would get paid Thursday night. I become a little obsessive with finding out how much I did get paid, especially since technically right now I'm not really sure exactly how much money I would be getting paid. But anyways, because of my little obsessive self, I checked like at 1 in the morning, because I had woken up and I checked at 1 in the morning, and I saw, guys, when I checked my pay stub, it was $651.82. And then I also got a pay of $71.84 because the $71 was the taxes that they took out for Pennsylvania. So I was like, you know what the hell? It ruined my morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. I was so irritated. And I immediately, at 1 in the morning, messaged my payroll representative for Aya because I was like, what the hell happened with my paycheck? The one thing that I was expecting, I had call out 3 days, not all in the same week, but it was for 3 days that I was supposed to be paid out for my sick time. I never got paid out for my sick time. So they told me that on this paycheck today, I was going to be paid out for the sick time. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And I checked my pay stub, and it literally said sick time, the amount of hours that I was supposed to get, but the rate was $0. So obviously I did not get paid for my sick time. And I was like, $600? What? Technically it's more like $700, including the $71. But either ways, I was like, what? Like, what the hell? But my payroll representative did get back to me probably like 10 in the morning, I think it was. I was already at work, and he said that he's so sorry. They don't know, something happened with the system when they input the hours and the sick time and blah blah blah, but they said that by the end of the day I should get the money in the account, and the money is there. Thank you, Jesus. I literally just got home and I was like, you know what, let me check, and it was there. So so with the sick time, it was that I calculated I was short 1,700 worth of pay before taxes, and so after taxes the amount was $1,371.98. So with all three pay stubs together, I made a total of $2,095.64. So pretty much loving that. It's pretty much loving that. So I am going to input that pay. I'm going to just add them all together and count it as one pay, and input that into my my monthly budget for April. Like I've been saying, I budget a month ahead of time. So whatever money I make in March is to pay for bills in April. Whatever I make in April pays bills for May, and so on and so forth. Because I feel like, especially in this situation, I feel like having the ability to be a whole month ahead means that I can see exactly how much money did I make. Like, things happen, right? So if I'm literally doing paycheck to paycheck, paying my bills, what if a situation like this happened where I did not get paid what I thought I was going to get paid? I had budgeted in the app for like $1,700 or $1,800 for the week, and to get a paycheck for $600, it's like, what the hell, especially if I had bills to pay with that money specifically, it would be so stressful. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to go through that. I used to live that way. I don't anymore. I was able to save up. In order for me to do this, I saved up enough money that I knew this was for my bills for the next month. So I know my bills total $6,000. I saved up $6,000, put that aside, and when that time came, that's what I did and paid my bills for the next month. And then I continued that month. The next month, I built up the amount of money and paid the bills for the next month, and so on and so forth. Like I said, that's what works for me. I don't have to like stress, especially like, even though this was stressful, technically I would have been okay because I'm not depending on that money right now. I'm depending on that money at the end of the month. So even if let's say they messed this up, it could have been okay, because even if they're like, okay, we're gonna pay it out next week, I would still be okay because we're still in the month of March to pay bills for April. So like I said, let's get into the app. So let's see here. We are in the month of, April, March pays April. So on the app, as you can see, I had budgeted my first paycheck March 6th is supposed to be, my budget was that I was going to get paid $1,800. That's what my estimate was. And I'm going to input here how much I actually made, which was $2,095.64. So that's pretty much what I do for each and every month. I just continue, like, as I get each, I budget to how much I think my paycheck is going to be. If I pick up, so this week I worked 3 shifts. So next week, once I get my pay for next week, I know exactly how much I make working at this facility for 3 shifts, 36 hours at $70 an hour. And then so on and so forth. At one point, I am going to be working 40 hours. Like, I'm trying to pick up a princess shift, and princess shift is 4 hours. Just like an easy, literally, you're doing like one, you're literally doing like one set of cares and then you're out. Like, it's literally the best shift. So I found out today that they were saying that, oh, Chantal, someone from Aya messaged me, and they're like, oh, we heard from who? We heard that you're working a lot of hours, and the facility that I'm working at does not allow travelers to to work more than 40 hours for the week. I'm like, I literally picked up 1 shift, guys, 1 shift. It's really not that serious, but apparently it is because they're broke. So, and they act like they don't need help. They need the help, but whatever. I spoke to the manager today, who, by the way, who offered me a job the second she saw me. She's like, oh, so I went to her and I was like, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I wanted to talk to her about being cross-trained in mother baby, because every single day I've been seeing messages from the hospital stating that they need help in mother baby. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they like desperately need help. And I don't mind learning something new. This might be like a new love, who knows? But that's what I wanted to say to her. And she's like, oh man, I thought you were gonna ask me if you could take the full-time position, because you can totally have it. And I was like, oh, that's so nice, but no, thank you. Like, I love the fact that I have the flexibility to pick shifts for when I want. This is the first time in like, I don't even know, 2 years, if not longer, that I haven't worked. You know what? Definitely longer. I feel like, oh my God, since I've started working, period, I've always worked a weekend, if either every other weekend, every third weekend, or something. And especially when I was at my NICU position, my staff NICU position, I was working every weekend when I got off maternity leave, every single weekend, every Friday, Saturday, and every now and then I would pick up Sunday. So for me to go from that, working every weekend, and then coming to this where I'm working 0 weekends, it's like, what? Like, this is weird. I don't know. I don't know. This is weird, but I'm enjoying it. For the entire month of March, I'm literally only working weekdays. Like, it's a dream. So I'm like, do I even want to pick up a contract? Because if I pick up a contract, we all know they're going to put me on the weekend. And I'm like, I'm kind of spoiled right now. And I kind of want to enjoy this soft nurse life. Like, this is kind of wild. But yeah, that's where we're at. I will see you guys next week for that pay stub, because I actually don't really know exactly how much money I will be making, actually making at 36 hours for $70 an hour. So I am excited for that pay stub. I will be able to see that and then better predict how much money I'm going to be making each week when it comes to being at this position, because I'm absolutely loving this job. So that's where we're at. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.